Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a new what if, and that is what if Naruto had a dojutsu, part 1. Now as usual guys, if you guys can please like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, leave the bell notification on to which you guys can be the first to get my new content, and follow me on Instagram to where I will leave the link in the description below. I'd like to say thank you guys for all your guys' support. Yeah, my baby was born on Sunday. I'm really happy about that. I'm really grateful that you guys were patient when it came to me, having this break off. I didn't really want to have this break, but my family, my daughter, life. Eventually, if you guys, stuff happens. And not only that, I'd like to give a shout out to Trey Valentine. He's the one who actually came up with this this idea. He's been asking me for a while, and yeah, I managed to spot him out fully again, and I had been thinking about this model for a while, so I'm going to be doing it. Okay, so big shout out to you, my bro, Trey Valentine's, bro. You're the man. And not only that, guys, I'm going to be continuing what if Naruto remembered his past tomorrow, and I'm going to be eventually continuing, finishing off some old recent videos, so I can pump out the new remastered versions of the old what ifs that I made. Okay guys, so all in all, I did a confusing talk. But again, I'm grateful to be back, and let's get into this new what if. Okay guys, and that is what if Naruto had a dojutsu, part 1. Now let's get into it. Now this what if is going to start off with a brief history upon how this dojutsu came about, why it is, and how it is going to be implemented into the story. Okay guys, now first and foremost, this dojutsu was created, now I want you guys to understand, it was created by the Uzumaki clan, okay, and it was created out of war. Now why I stated that is, before all the clans came together and made their own individual villages, people were constantly at war, especially the clans of Land of Fire and all the other lands, right? When it came to Ninshu. Now you understand that the Uzumaki clan were the best at sealing jutsus. Their bodies were the best at holding Tower Beast as well, and pretty much had the best chakra, The Uzumaki were pretty good at a lot of good things, But not only that, in the case of this what if anyway guys, the dojutsu itself was created out of necessity and out of fear. At the time of this dojutsu's creation, it was around the time when Madara Uchiha and the Uchiha clan were on the warpath, when all the clans were going to war, when none of the hidden villages were created at all, okay? Even before the land, or the whirlpool land was even formed into an established village, none of that actually existed at the time. So the Uzumaki clan developed this dojutsu to combat the Uchiha clan. Now in itself, and I'll give you the breakdown of the name of the dojutsu is called the Uzumaki Eye. Okay guys, so everyone else is just normal. And just to be clear, unlike how the Uchiha Sharingan or the Hyuga Byakugan can be transplanted, but if you're not a clan member, it's going to drain your chakra even more. It doesn't work like that with the Uzumaki Eye, and just to be very clear, not all Uzumakis have it. Just like the Hyuga clan, how not all Hyuga clan members can activate the Byakugan. So it's going to be the same with the Uzumaki Eye. It's going to be like one in 1,000 people, 1 out of 1,000 people that can get the dojutsu. So it's very rare. Okay guys, certain people can have it. It can miss a generation, this dojutsu. Okay, and just to be clear, was created before the Uzumaki clan was destroyed. Now the properties of this dojutsu is relatively simple. Okay, they made this dojutsu to combat the Sharingan most of all. Okay, because the Sharingan itself is powerful, especially when it evolves to the Mangekyo Sharingan, and God forbid the eternal Mangekyo when it comes to the wars anyway. So the Uzumaki clan had to think of a strategy to beat that dojutsu. And not only that, the uprising or the rise of the Hyuga clan as well, when it comes to their mighty Byakugan, the Uzumaki understood that they need to rival that dojutsu, rival that power. So when they created the Uzumaki Eye, they implemented a couple of things into it. One thing about the Uzumaki Eye is it can see sealing jutsu, sealing formulas, traps, tags, all that stuff. it has the capacity to see it. And if you're really good at activating the Uzumaki Eye, the chakra loss is almost near to nothing. Okay, you gotta have really good chakra control to activate the dojutsu though. But once you activate it, it's pretty simple. Okay, it can copy dojutsus and Genki Genkai. Okay, guys. But what I mean by copying dojutsus, if for instance Naruto was to see the Rinnegan, his eye will eventually evolve into the Rinnegan, but it'll go back to its base form, the Sharingan. Okay, so if Naruto was to, or any of the Uzumaki clan members was to observe someone using the Sharingan, they'll be able to copy that Sharingan, but the Sharingan will be at its lowest form, so 1 tomo, meaning, and not only that, once they copied it, that's 1 they can copy. So at max, the Uzumaki Eye can only copy 3 Genki Genkai or dojutsu. Okay, guys, only 3. That's the max. Other than that, the other special ability of the dojutsu is to see, as I said, sealing formulas, break genjutsu, and practically help chakra control while fighting. You know, it can build chakra. It helps him. Yeah, it doesn't give the same benefits of the Sharingan, like the kinetic movements, unless you copy the Sharingan. Okay, guys. And not only that, once you copy a said dojutsu, it's permanent. And the dojutsu is yours as if you were part of the clan, okay? And so this is what made the Uzumaki clan so dangerous. Very dangerous in all the villages. So for my what if anyway, this is the reason why the Uzumaki clan were destroyed. Absolutely, because they became such a threat with this dojutsu. Such a threat. And so when they were destroyed, all the Uzumaki clan was scattered and like in canon, okay? And for instance, Kushina was brought into the Hidden Leaf village, not just to be the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, but also to see if she bared that same Uzumaki Eye. But it pretty much faded into legend after the clan was destroyed and none of the other Uzumaki surviving members actually had the eye. So that, for the Uzumaki Eye anyway, became like a myth, a legend. And naturally, like all legends and myths, people just pass it by as if, yeah, fantasy. So after all that giant explanation or everything like that, let's get into this what if and how this will affect Naruto. Okay, because as the title implies, Naruto has a dojutsu. And what is that dojutsu? The Uzumaki Eye. Okay, guys, or the Uzumaki Eyes. Now that we got that established, let's get into this what if. Okay, now our story actually is gonna take place relatively late in the anime, roughly around the time when Mitsuki tricks Naruto into stealing the scroll of sealings. Because in all fairness and all accounts, Naruto is still gonna be that loser, still gonna be that idiot, still gonna be that rambunctious boy that just wants attention because everyone else is looking down upon him, right? So Naruto is gonna go through that. He's gonna be easily tricked, and so when he steals the scroll of sealing, he still goes through it because he has time before Mitsuki comes to, you know, help him in canon. Sorry, I use air quotations. But as Naruto's sitting there reading the scroll of sealings, he sees the multi-shadow clone jutsu to which he practices. But as he's about to seal the sealing scroll again, Naruto notices something. He looks over, and because he realizes his name was Uzumaki, he sees an Uzumaki name, Uzumaki. So when he goes to touch the tag, because Naruto is Uzumaki, the seal instantly activates and runs straight up Naruto's arm and goes into Naruto's eyes. As Naruto sees this, he sees a brief history of the Uzumaki clan and the reason for Naruto's extreme or absolute destiny that's about to happen to him. As Naruto sees into the seal that's on the sealing scroll, he sees a brief history of the Uzumaki clan, his people, everything like that. He even briefly gets to see his mother, you know. And as Naruto's going through this flash, it is explained to him that his eye is special. It's very hard to control, and that if he's going to use it, you can only use it truly 3 times to copy other clans' jutsus or Genki Genkai and dojutsu. They were created. This dojutsu itself that Naruto has was created to fight against other dojutsus and Genki Genkais. So for Naruto, after he wakes up out of it, he's like, my eyes are special? I have the Uzumaki eyes? And as Naruto goes through this mind, goes through his head, that how special his abilities are and his clan is, Naruto gets up and goes, nah, that's fake. He didn't believe that at all. Naruto closes the scroll up and he's about to leave, to which this is when he's confronted by Mizuki. From there, when of course when he puts Naruto down and makes him feel worthless, telling Naruto he's nothing more than a vessel for the nine-tailed fox, and that's why everyone hates him. From there, Iruka does come and interfere when Mizuki goes to kill him, and all of this plays out the same. Now, Naruto does not activate the dojutsu here, but this is the first time he is made aware that he has something special about him. And just to point out, guys, this special seal, that is a plot device that I have in this what if, is a seal placed in there by the second Hokage to try to find this dojutsu, okay guys? So, keep that in mind for the future, okay? Plot device, got the code. But as Naruto still goes through the same thing where he confronts Mizuki and tells him, if you lay a hand on my sensei, I will kill you. He makes 1,000 shadow clones, they beat the hell out of Mizuki, and Naruto is put on Team 7. All of that goes the same, okay guys, even the bell test, nothing really changes with Naruto, because Sasuke don't activate the Sharingan, because Kakashi doesn't show the Sharingan, Naruto doesn't use his abilities, if you get what I mean. He's aware that the Uchiha have the Sharingan, but he doesn't know how to activate his own Uzumaki Eye. So when they've all finally passed the test and go on to their D rank missions, this is when Naruto is going to be practicing how to activate it every day. Because what happened is after he touched the seal on the scroll of ceilings. Oh my gosh, I got so tongue tied. Apologize guys, this has been quite a while since I made any videos. My mind has just been so blank at the moment, so focused on my family. So I apologize. I'll get back there. But anyway, back to Naruto. Now Naruto has similar to like what a Karma seal is on his hand, but it's not the Karma seal, it's more like an Uzumaki seal on his hand. And this seal itself helps and guides Naruto into using this ability, activating it, finding it within himself, you know. And so Naruto, over that month-and-a-half period of doing all these small D-rank missions, every single day he goes home and he practices it, try to activate it, practice it until the point where he gets to the part where Tarzan the bridge comes, when the arc where Tarzan comes to actual bodyguards. That's when Naruto for the first time activates it, okay? He activates it the night before he's getting the mission by the third Hokage, because like in canon, Naruto goes, hey Gramps, when are we gonna get a better mission? Like, you know, the stupid stuff he does in canon, to which Tarzan comes in and calls Naruto pretty much a pipsqueak, because Naruto is shorter than both Sakura and Sasuke, to which Naruto doesn't like. But Kakashi shuts him out, like in canon, and they move on to do their first C rank mission, to them anyway. Now, apart from Naruto, Kakashi is the only one that knows about the Uzumaki Eye, through stories of course, but I'm not meaning out of everyone in the village, I'm meaning just out of the Team 7. So Kakashi is aware of it, but you know, he doesn't believe that Naruto has it. No one believes Naruto has it. As I stated, everyone believes it's a myth. So as the story unfolds, Naruto's still that boy that gets scared when the Demon Brothers jump out. Sasuke's still that boy that jumps in the front and pretty much saves Naruto. And I'm just going to put it out there, even though for the rest of the story, Sakura's kind of useless, she stayed by Tarzan and defended him, like in canon. So this is quite going the same all the way through. Even when Kakashi comes back after the body flicker, that all goes the same. As when it comes to the fight with Zabuza, when things will slightly change, okay? Now, as the fight with Zabuza happens, Kakashi and Zabuza are still going at it the same. Zabuza makes a miss. Naruto's trying to focus his eyes to try and he thinks this is a really cool jutsu. And what happens is when Kakashi and Zabuza are battling, Naruto doesn't realize that he actually has his Uzumaki eyes activated. And I'm just gonna state, guys, that Naruto's Uzumaki eyes are not going to be much more different than his own blue eyes. It just goes upon the eyes of the person. The seal is behind his eye, his retina. So behind his eye, there's a sealing formula. You'll get it soon, okay, guys? But anyway, as Naruto is observing, he's watching everything. He doesn't realize by this time, but when Kakashi pulls up the headband and reveals his Sharingan, to which Sasuke and Sakura see, Naruto unintentionally copies Kakashi's Sharingan. And when it comes to what I mean by copying Kakashi's Sharingan, he copies both. He copies the Sharingan that Kakashi has, and they appear on both Naruto's eyes, not just one of it. But because it has some of the chakra of the Obito still, because of the Sharingan, Naruto claims both eyes. Pretty much gets Obito's eye, the one he's still got, and Kakashi's eye, okay? But it's one Tomo Sharingan. But when Naruto activates it, he instantly blacks out. He copied Kakashi's Sharingan, but it's only one Tomo, okay guys? Understand? But he has all of Obito's Sharingan abilities. One cool thing about it, this Uzumaki dojutsu though, or the Uzumaki eye, is that it won't go through the, how do I explain, the Eternal Mangekyo curse. The Mangekyo and the Eternal Mangekyo curse does not apply to Naruto, because even though he is not a part, even though he's got the dojutsu, it's not going to work for it. Like, he doesn't need to rip his eyes out to get the Eternal Mangekyo. He doesn't need to kill no one to activate the Mangekyo. What he needs to do is process the eyes forward. That's what it is. So when Naruto instinctively copies Kakashi's dojutsu, right, he instantly blacks out for a brief moment, to which Sasuke and Sakura help him up. They're like, Naruto! And Sasuke goes, he's just used to Sakura, leave him there. And so Sasuke gets ready, and this is when Zabuza makes a water clone to attack Tazuna and Sasuke. But the moment that happens, Naruto jumps up straight away. He gets up, understanding that he's copied the Sharingan. And as he gets up and sees Zabuza, he understands this is a clone. Sasuke looks at Naruto and goes, Naruto, are you... What the hell? No way! You can't! And Sasuke looks right at Naruto's eyes. Naruto has his Sharingan. Naruto sees Zabuza's clone. And as he goes to attack, Naruto pulls a kunai and watches the movements, jumps in the way, deflects it, comes around and stabs the leg of the water clone. And this shocks Sasuke, even the water clone. Naruto jumps away and he goes, got you. And he goes, boom. And as Naruto says boom, the bomb that's connected to the paper bomb itself, well, the kunai or the shuriken, or kunai, sorry, it blows up, destroys the water clone immediately, shocking Zabuza. And as that happens, Naruto instantly jumps and throws a paper bomb kunai right at Zabuza. But Zabuza doesn't know that Naruto also chucked another shuriken behind it. So as the paper bomb detonates and hits the executioner blade, because Zabuza pulled it down, because Kakashi has been caught in the water prison, just like he can, of course, and Kakashi is shocked that Naruto has a Sharingan, and it's going through his mind. But as Zabuza protects himself from the paper bomb, the first one, the shuriken that comes through the hole of the executioner blade, and it spins around and it cuts Zabuza's arm, and a tendon right in the middle of his arm. So as it does so, Zabuza's arm becomes limp and drops straight out of the water prison, gives Kakashi enough time to jump away. And as Zabuza looks at his arm, he realizes his arm was effortlessly and flawlessly cut perfectly, as if someone surgically precisioned it, because of Naruto's Sharingan abilities. But as Naruto does this, he completely collapses to the ground, absolutely exhausted that he used the Sharingan this long. His eyes deactivate immediately, and he pretty much goes into like a mini coma in a sense. And from there, Kakashi does his business. He shows them why he's Kakashi of the Sharingan, whips Zabuza's behind, whips him, and then Haku comes and here we go, normal story. But what happens is, when Kakashi is with Naruto, Sasuke is fuming through the nostrils that Naruto has the Sharingan. Kakashi knows exactly what it is. It snapped in his mind when he was looking at Naruto. He understands, and because Kakashi had Minato as a sensei, Kushina was like a big sister mum to him. So Kakashi would understand a lot of things about the Uzumaki, especially their myths, including the Uzumaki eye. Because Minato would explain that, especially when it came to Kakashi having the Sharingan. Okay? So when Kakashi is walking with Naruto, Kakashi tells Sasuke and Sakura and Tazuna really carefully, he goes, what you guys saw here today, we'll never speak of again. Understand, Sasuke? Sakura? And Sasuke's like, why, Kakashi sensei? Why does Naruto have the Sharingan? Explain! He is not even Uchiha! And Kakashi goes, Sasuke, as you know, the Uchiha have a special dojutsu, right? And this is when it snaps in Tazuna's mind. He's like, Naruto has that? And Kakashi goes, yes, he does, Tazuna, he does. And he goes, whoa. Okay, I just thought that was a myth, a legend passed on. And Kakashi goes, yeah, I actually thought so too, just something that the Lord Fourth used to tell me. But it's real. Naruto, out of all people, has this dojutsu. Incredible, it's so rare. And not only that, he copied my Sharingan. And Sasuke goes, yeah, and another thing, why do you have a Sharingan, Kakashi sensei? What are you not telling me? And Kakashi goes, Sasuke, I'll explain everything to you later. Okay, just wait. And from there, they get to Tazuna's house, and Naruto's still knocked out. He's knocked out for a couple of days. Knocked out. That's how draining him copying Kakashi's Sharingan and overusing it the first time had on Naruto's body. But that's the last time that's ever going to happen. Okay. So 3 days go by, and Sasuke and Sakura are doing their chakra training. And because Naruto precisely cut Zabuza's arm, Kakashi's not as tired as he is in canon. So or injured. So he's able to teach Sakura and Sasuke how to, walk on trees, and not only that, walk on water. And Kakashi also talked to Sasuke upon the Sharingan that Kakashi holds in his eye, the Sharingan of Obito, his best friend, and that he carries his will. And Sasuke goes, okay. But he goes, then explain to me this, Kakashi-sensei. Why does Naruto have the Sharingan? And so Kakashi sits down with Sakura and Sasuke and explains everything. By this time, Naruto's still sleeping, okay, guys? But when Kakashi explains that Naruto is one of the has the most rarest dojutsu in the world, and Sasuke goes, Naruto has a dojutsu, and he goes, yes, it was created. And he goes, what do you mean created? This is Sasuke's response anyway. And Kakashi goes, simply put, the Uchiha was a threat, especially a threat to the Uzumaki clan back in the days, back in the warring of the clan wars. And Sasuke smiles, goes, my clan is that awesome. And Kakashi goes, it must not have been that awesome if they lost to the Senju. And the shock just hits Sasuke's ego hard out. And then Kakashi goes, understand, Sasuke, the reason why the land of Eddies, or the Uzumaki clan village, was destroyed, it was because of the eye that Naruto possesses. No one can use it but the person that has it. The eye that I have is just that, I can use this. It drains my chakra, of course, exponentially, but I can use it. But you can't simply just grab Naruto's eyes and place them into yours. You need to have Naruto's spirit itself. The union of the body and the eyes and the chakra itself is different. And Sasuke's going, so why does Naruto have the Sharingan, Kakashi-sensei? And he goes, simply put, Naruto instinctively copied my Sharingan. And if Minato-sensei was right about this, Naruto's knocked out, by the way, he goes, then Naruto only has 2 more times to copy this ability. And Kakashi's like, it also explains that it's very rare this dojutsu is with everyone. And so after all the explanations and all that stuff, Naruto finally wakes up, and from there Kakashi talks to Naruto upon what has happened. Naruto already knows what has happened, but from there Kakashi goes to try to teach Naruto how to activate it, to which Naruto goes, he understands how to activate it, and it will never happen again, this moment time of weakness. And Kakashi goes, what? And what do you mean, Naruto? And he goes, I rushed my body when I activated the Sharingan the first time, Kakashi-sensei. To be honest, I know exactly what this dojutsu, what the ability of my eye can do. And Kakashi goes, huh? And he goes, Naruto holds his hand out and shows Kakashi the Uzumaki seal that's on his hand. And Naruto goes, Kakashi-sensei, touch this. And Kakashi touches the seal on Naruto's hand, to which his Sharingan sees within Naruto's mind, and sees exactly what Naruto saw when it came to his dojutsu. When Kakashi removed his finger, he's shocked and understands. Now, Naruto's not going to be super overpowered yet, but it will take time. So, now another couple of more days passes by. Naruto catches on to the tree walking, not as fast, well, actually not as slow as in canon, but he still catches on to the point where he burns himself out and falls to the ground, to which he is met by who? Haku. From there, Naruto learns the meaning of his own form of ninshu, from Haku, when he explains what it is to fight for someone and fight for what was right. And so Naruto learns that from him. And the biggest disappointing thing about this whole experience for Naruto is this person is a man. And Naruto's like, ugh. And Naruto's shocked, And so from there, Naruto arrives late at the Tazuna bridge, to which, the bridge where Tazuna is building, and he sees Kakashi fighting Zabuza, and he also sees Sasuke fighting Haku. Now, Sasuke trained more intensely because Naruto can copy the Sharingan, but because Naruto has already used their ability to copy the Sharingan, he only has two more abilities left. So as Naruto arrives on the scene, he instantly sees where Sasuke is, and he understands that Kakashi has this battle, because Zabuza is technically only working with one arm. And so what happens is, Naruto instantly interferes with the fight with Sasuke, and majority of the stuff happens in canon to the point where Sasuke activates his Sharingan, but then Naruto instinctively activates his Sharingan, so it's Naruto and Sasuke back to back, fighting Haku. And right at the get-go, Naruto and Sasuke are doing quite well now this time, because Naruto has a Sharingan. He only has one Tomo Sharingan, not two, like Sasuke has. Apparently Sasuke has two Tomos in one eye and one Tomo in the other. That don't make sense for me, so I'm just going to state for this world anyway that Sasuke has two Tomos in both his eyes. So as Naruto and Sasuke begin to use their combined dojutsu attacks to protect themselves from Haku Senbons, or bloody ice spikes or whatever he sends at Naruto and Sasuke, Haku speeds up even more, trying to outpace them, to which he does. He outpaces Naruto. Now Naruto's thinking, should he copy this Genkai? But he knows if he does that, he'll black out and it'll leave a time for him to, weakness. He knows that, so he contemplates this, and that's the mistake that he makes. Now, as Naruto contemplates this, his mind is off by a few seconds, to which Sasuke notices, and as Haku shoots multiple spikes at Naruto, Sasuke jumps in the way, instinctively pushing Naruto, and Naruto hits the ground, and this is when he gets clammed up with all the spikes in his body. And as Naruto is lying on the ground, Sasuke looks at Naruto and goes, "Damn it, you idiot! You have a special ability and you go waste it. You're an idiot, Naruto. You have the Sharingan, and you're gonna be that dumb?" Naruto goes, "Sasuke, are you?" And he goes, "Why do you?" Sasuke falls to the ground, coughing up blood. And Haku runs again and chucks some sunbones. He's relentless. Naruto jumps on the way and goes to deflect it, but he gets stabbed up as well on his body. But Naruto falls to the ground, and as Haku stops and looks from the mirrors, Naruto's looking down at Sasuke. Both of them are pinned with sunbones all through their body, until Naruto has had enough. He's fully had enough. And then till Naruto, because Naruto can see chakra thanks to the Sharingan, when he's looking at Sasuke, he's seeing Sasuke's chakra slowly but surely fade a little bit, and this makes Naruto worried to the point where he starts to get really angry and heated. And this is when Naruto has his first proper interaction with the Ninetales, but the interaction is going to be way different this time. As Naruto wakes up in his mind, he still has the Sharingan activated. And when he sees the Ninetales is not happy to see that his jailer, the person that he's sealed in, has the accursed eyes that he fears. Okay, the Ninetales fears those eyes. So instead of raging out and allowing Naruto to, look stupid, well, in a sense, the Ninetales allows Naruto's rage to take some chakra, but the Ninetales is very wary of it, very wary of Naruto's eyes. And as the chakra floods, slowly but surely floods Naruto, he doesn't lose or go crazy. Instead, orange chakra spread around his body. And as Naruto opens his eyes, he looks up. He still has the Sharingan activated, but another Tomo in both his eyes grow immediately. And as that happens to Naruto, Haku tries to attack Naruto on multiple fronts, but Naruto does a massive shout. And that shout just completely obliterates Haku's ice mirrors, and Naruto rushes Haku without hesitating. Haku tries to dodge and defend or get around Naruto, but Naruto is just way too quick, especially with the two Tomo Sharingan on both eyes and Ninetales chakra flooding his body. Naruto is blitzing it all the way until the point where he lands a clean hit on Haku's face, which breaks the mask and sends Haku flying. And as Naruto sends Haku flying, Haku only gets to watch and notice as he flies away. Kakashi has his ninja hounds hold Zabuza in place, and because Zabuza, as I stated, has one less arm, they're able to fully hold him down, and Kakashi runs and puts a lightning blade right through Zabuza's chest immediately. And as Haku sees this, he loses it. He instantly loses it. A big ass blizzard begins to rocket everywhere, massive snow everywhere spreads, and as that happens, hundreds of mirrors appear everywhere, and this is Haku just releasing all his chakra. He knows in this world anyway, this is his final tip. And as Haku begins to try his murdering intent takes over, and he goes to try to attack Kakashi, forgetting that Naruto is still there. Naruto blitzes towards Haku. He has a kunai, and he stabs Haku right in the gut. And as Haku looks at Naruto, he turns into an ice clone, and it instantly hits Naruto and pretty much holds him in place, to which Naruto gets really angry. He's like, "No!" And Haku comes down and he's about to throw multiple spikes, but Kakashi throws the executioner blade, and it catches Haku off guard, and it goes right through his chest, pinning him straight to the ground. Haku's completely hovering off the ground with the sword right through his chest. He's out, and his last thoughts when he looks over, his eyes begin to weep and tear as he looks at Haku, his lifeless body, and then he looks at Zabuza's lifeless body, and as Haku reaches out and sees it, he's like, "I'm sorry, Lord Zabuza," and Haku dies on the executioner blade. And as Kakashi breathes out, whoa, that was unexpected. And Sakura's so upset with Sasuke looking dead, but Naruto calms himself down. He has 2 Taming the Sharingan, and he's lost a lot of chakra. He hits the ground in some exhaustion. His eyes deactivate back to his normal blue eyes. Okay, guys. And from there, Naruto goes, "Sasuke's not dead, Sakura. I can see his chakra. He's just really, really injured." And Sakura's like, "This is all your fault, Naruto. If you just had been here earlier, none of this." And Naruto goes, "What do you mean, my fault? I'm the reason why Sasuke is alive in the first place. But if I'm to blame, then fair enough for your case. But what were you doing?" And the Sakura didn't say nothing from then on. Nothing. And while this is all going down, the villagers that live by the bridge, they come to help defend Naruto and Kakashi in the bridge from Gato and his men, to which Gato and his men come across the other side, and they want to proceed to kill everyone, destroy the bridge, and take everything that's theirs, and charge everyone from crossing the bridge, or charge people lots of money for crossing the bridge, to which Naruto and Kakashi does not like. So unlike in canon, when Zabuza cuts down the team, Naruto gets up, fully angry that all this wasted life came to this guy's selfish need and greed, and Naruto instantly activates the Sharingan, and as he does so, Naruto immediately collapses right by Sakura. And Sakura's like, "Naruto!" And as Gato sees this, he goes, "Attack!" All the men rush at them, and Kakashi goes, he goes, "Well done, Naruto. You evolved your eye. You're doing very good." And Kakashi goes, "Leave it to me." Without hesitating, Kakashi looks over, lightning begins to envelop his body, and he blitzes towards all the men, and all of Gato's men. And as Kakashi does this, and he's about to attack Naruto runs right by, but not just one Naruto, 5 Narutos fly right by him, and then Kakashi looks back and he sees lots of shadow clones chucking shadow clones of Naruto all the way to the area, and as that happens, Naruto's pretty much flying above all those Gato's men in the air, and they're chucking paper bombs all the way down, hitting all the men. So before Kakashi can hit them, paper bombs are going left, right, and center around these men, making them disorientated. And by this time, Kakashi smiles and goes, "Nice work, Naruto." And as the real Naruto is on the ground, holding his hand up, infusing chakra, focusing, he completely collapses again. He looks up, it's like, "I'm sorry, Kakashi Sensei. This is all I can do." And as that happens, all the shadow clones poof away. And Gato's men slowly but surely gather their bearings, but by this time Kakashi's already there, and he puts lightning blades through all of them, wipes them all out, and all that's left is Gato. Now when Gato tries to plead for his life, Kakashi uses the Sharingan to enter into his mind to see what Gato's true plans was, and as Kakashi sees this, he speaks one word, he goes, "Vile." Boom, puts the lightning blade right through Gato's chest, instantly ending him completely. Now what happens is, after everyone is well and done, Sasuke slowly recovers and they get ready to head back to the Hidden Leaf. The bridge is still called the Great Naruto Bridge, only commemorating the notion that yes, Kakashi did a lot, but if it wasn't for Naruto and the fact that he took out the Ice Gekkai, and the fact that Naruto, after collapsing, he just got straight up, got back into the battle, and made shadow clones to fight with Kakashi. Yeah, and what was his name? Tazuna kind of regretting looking down on Naruto. It's called the Great Naruto Bridge, and that's what I've still, okay, guys? So as they go back, Sasuke finds out that Naruto now has 2 tomos in both his eyes. At first he grits his teeth, but then he smiles and understands he has a rival, someone that can make him stronger now. And Sasuke talks to Naruto as Naruto wakes up, heading back to the village on Kakashi's back. Sasuke goes, "Hey Naruto." He goes, "Thanks for saving me." And they walk back and Naruto goes, "Thank you for saving me, Sasuke. Yeah, you're right. I am stupid. I need to learn how to use my abilities properly." And Kakashi goes, "I'll say, I don't want to carry you forever, Naruto." And Naruto's like, "What? Come on, Kakashi Sensei. You're all good." And Kakashi goes, "Whatever." From there, Sasuke, they all kind of laugh, and Naruto goes to Sasuke and he goes, hey Sasuke, when we get back to the village, shall we train together with our abilities? And Sasuke goes, you know what, Naruto? I think I'll actually take you up on the idea. And Kakashi goes, understand, Team 7. What has been made clear is top priority for us not to speak about the dojutsu that Naruto has, okay? Especially Naruto, I would like you to refrain from using the Sharingan for now in front of people until I can explain this to the third Hokage. And Naruto goes, okay then Kakashi-sensei. And Kakashi just explains that Naruto, your dojutsu is so rare. Dojutsu. Sorry guys, I got lazy there. But Kakashi explains to Naruto that your dojutsu is so rare, people will be gunning. It's like a tail beast to them. They want this ability. They want the ability to copy other dojutsu and Genkais. And then Kakashi goes, explain to me, Naruto, why didn't you copy Haku's Genkai anyway? Naruto goes, if I did that, Kakashi-sensei, I would have blacked out more. Like, my body already used a lot of chakra activating the Sharingan again, like getting back into it. And then when I met the Nine Tails, and Kakashi goes, you met the Nine Tails? Naruto goes, yeah. At first I was really afraid, but with the Sharingan I could see that the Nine Tails was really hesitant to attack me. It was really hesitant to really do anything. All I saw was chakra flood out of him, and from there, yeah, nothing. And Kakashi goes, how interesting. Kushina used to tell me, like, there's Kakashi in his mind anyway. And Kakashi just talking to himself in his mind, stating his memories upon Kushina and how she subdued the Nine Tails within her and pretty much let the Nine Tails know who is actually boss. And just to hear that Naruto feels fear from the Nine Tails when it comes to the Sharingan, there's something up, so Kakashi keeps that in mind. And so what happens is Team 7 goes back to the Hidden Leaf. Sakura is quite confused of the situation. She kind of feels down because Naruto pretty much looked at her and go, what are you doing? Like, what is Sakura actually doing? What's her main function? If Sasuke has a Sharingan and he's quite literally a prodigy, and Naruto is an unpredictable genius in his own way, and look at it, canon, he's quite literally an unpredictable genius. He's a dummy like Goku, but for some reason they come on top because plot armor, good storytelling, that's why, guys. So Sakura is trying to figure herself out now, much more earlier than canon because of Naruto's words. And so what happens is when they get back and the third Hokage is made aware that Naruto has the Uzumaki eyes, Danzo walks in immediately and goes, am I led to believe that the myth and the legend upon the Uzumaki eyes themselves is true, and that the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails has those eyes? And yet Kushina and Mito did not have those eyes. And Kakashi looks right at Danzo, and the third Hokage goes, Danzo, I didn't expect that you'd come in here right now. And he goes, I heard reports upon Naruto itself, and I wanted to verify with Kakashi. My team heard about it when they were en route to the area. And Kakashi just looks at Danzo with just like a bleak stare, like, do I really have to deal with you? And so from there, Kakashi just explains, yes, Naruto has the Uzumaki eyes, and he's copied my Sharingan. Danzo tells the third Hokage, or actually the third Hokage tells Danzo and Kakashi that the information of Naruto having the Uzumaki eye will stay within this 3 circle, and Kakashi just explains that his Team 7 know about this and that they are already sworn to that secrecy. And so what happens is the third Hokage thanks Kakashi and dismisses him and allows him to go. And from there, the third Hokage angrily talks to Danzo and states, Danzo, you had no right to interfere in this meeting. This was official Hokage business. You are only the leader of Roots. You are not the Hokage. And this catches off Danzo immediately, because the third Hokage not really this brazen or aggressive in this notion. But then the third Hokage goes, but yes, I need you to send your people out to quell the notion upon Naruto having the Sharingan. And Danzo goes, you want me to commission some of my root ninja to go to the land of waves and kill all the villagers? And Danzo goes, no. What you're going to use is use your main Yamanaka clan member to wipe out the notion that Naruto has a Sharingan. And what happens is Danzo goes, leave it to me then, I'm Lord Third. Danzo leaves and goes, I apologize, next time I'll never interrupt you again. The third Hokage looks down at his paperwork, grabs his cup of tea, or his tea that he's drinking, and he goes, do so, Danzo. Danzo closes the door and he goes off, grits his teeth, but he sends his soldiers out there to to wipe majority of their memories or alter it so they don't know that Naruto copied the Sharingan or had the Sharingan. Okay, and so what happens is Kakashi puts Naruto and Sasuke's team into the Chunin exams, but Kakashi does something with Sasuke and Naruto unlike he does in canon. He takes them to an area and asks them to activate the Sharingan. Naruto closes his eyes and so does Sasuke, and Sasuke opens his eyes and goes, Sharingan! Naruto opens his eyes, but slowly but surely the Sharingan activates, and Sasuke smiles at Naruto, seeing that he has 2 Tomo Sharingan. Naruto goes, whoa, okay, this is different. And Kakashi goes, come on, I want to see how good you guys are at your kinetic movement. And Sasuke goes, what? And Naruto goes, what do you mean? Boom! Kakashi disappears, body flickers between Sasuke and Naruto and does a mean spinning heel kick to both of them, sending both of them flying in opposite directions. Now, as Naruto and Sasuke are flying in opposite directions from Kakashi's attack, they're both thinking to themselves, even with the Sharingan, I didn't even see that. And this shocks Naruto too, goes, is this the true speed of Kakashi sensei? Incredible. And as they both land, Kakashi goes, now what did you guys do wrong? And Sasuke goes, well, we weren't ready for you. We didn't get ready into our positions. And Kakashi looks at Sasuke and goes, interesting response. Naruto? And Naruto just states, we heavily relied on the Sharingan to anticipate your moves. And Kakashi snaps his finger and goes, correct, Naruto. Amazing. It feels like you've changed in under a day. And Naruto's like, oh, thank you, Kakashi Sensei. Scratches his head. He goes, I don't know where they came from, Kakashi Sensei. I just pulled out of the hat. And Naruto laughs, and Kakashi also laughs as well. Sasuke gives a slight glaring stare at Naruto, but he gets the funny of it. And Kakashi goes, well, that's your guys' problem. Naruto, you're just growing accustomed to having the Sharingan. Sasuke, you need to stop just relying on the Sharingan and thinking that the Sharingan can see all the movements. You need to anticipate them yourselves. So if I was to throw a punch here but it lands on your face right now, what are you going to do? You're going to anticipate the punch that I wasn't going to do, right? And Sasuke looks at Kakashi and goes, huh, you actually make a lot of sense, Kakashi Sensei. And so what happens is, after they explain, Kakashi enters them into the Chunin exams, and from there, they continue the Chunin exams up until the point where they meet Lee, and Lee challenges Sasuke to a fight. Sorry guys, my video accidentally paused and double recorded it at that moment. Sorry. But as Sasuke and Lee go through their battle, Naruto doesn't attack Lee right away like he does in canon. How Lee just trips him up and throws him away like he's nothing. Nah, Naruto doesn't do that, but instead he respects and allows Sasuke to be called out and fight Lee himself. So right then and there, Lee whips Sasuke. Naruto doesn't interfere until the end, but by the time as he is about to interfere, Guy comes in and interferes. Well, first the turtle comes in, and then Guy comes in with the power of youth and shows Lee exactly the error in his ways. From there, Lee pretty much apologizes and just states that if you can't beat me, then you can't beat Neji. When Naruto hears about Neji and the Hyuga, he's like, the Hyuga? Byakugan? It instantly comes to Naruto's mind. He doesn't know why, but it instinctively comes to Naruto's mind. So as Naruto and them go into the Chunin exams, Naruto uses the Sharingan. He cheats and uses the Sharingan to copy people's movements, and at first he finds it difficult because it looks like he's just writing scribbles, but when he starts to write and starts to get the writing down, he realizes, okay, I got it now, so the Sharingan's that easy, eh? And so this makes Naruto laugh, like, I'm cheating. Ibiki can see it, he's not stupid, but no, that was the purpose of the test, to try and find the impossible. Anyway, they pass the test, and from there they all head to the forest of death, okay guys? And as they all line up and talk to each other, Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura are talking about what they need to do, figuring out a plan, and this is when Konohamaru comes up and talks to them. Now Naruto is slowly but surely changing when it comes to his power. And what I mean when it comes to Naruto slowly changing with his power, I mean Naruto starting to become more confident in his actions, not to be stupid, at the same time understanding the difference between having power and using it at the same time. So Naruto is actually manifesting more better, okay? He may not be the best yet, okay? Sasuke still can beat him with his Sharingan because Sasuke is much more better with it. But Naruto is slowly but surely progressing very fast with his dojutsu, okay? Now, as I stated before, Naruto's own dojutsu has that 3 copy ability of Genki Genkai or dojutsu. That's absolute. But as I stated prior, Naruto's its own other special ability is the sealing jutsu, sealing formulas of chakra, all the sealing formulas and stuff like that. Not only that, but Naruto can easily absorb chakra too, thanks to the Uzumaki seal that's on his hand. I failed to mention that prior, but the seal on his hand is not just a thing where Naruto can see the past and the dojutsu from the scroll of sealing, but it also combines with his dojutsu's ability to seal. Okay, that's a sealing jutsu on his hand that can seal chakra, ninja like chakra and all that stuff. Not just fully absorb, to seal it and not be able to reuse it yet, but Naruto has to manifest that. Okay, I failed to mention that in the beginning. My bad. No, you got it. But anyway, Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura all are both ready for the Forest of Death, and who's looking across from the distance is Orochimaru, of course, and he is sitting there slightly looking at Sasuke like, yep, I need that body. I need to implant the Heavenly Curse seal on Sasuke. So what ends up happening is as the Chunin exam begins with the Forest of Death, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura instantly begin and head out into the forest, and they are slowly but surely met by other people to which they have to fight off and get away. But like in canon, Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto get to a position where they all talk about a plan and strategy on how to find the scrolls. Now, like in canon, Naruto is still Naruto. He still needs to go for a piss. So they try to devise a plan, devise a password. When they give Naruto the password, Sasuke goes, no, Naruto won't remember. But then Sasuke smiles at Naruto and gives him a glance, and as Naruto looks at Sasuke and Sasuke activates the Sharingan, Naruto understands what Sasuke wants in the code, and so does Sakura. She catches on very quickly too. And talking about Sakura, as I stated prior, Naruto gave her a massive reality shock upon the difference upon them when it comes to being teammates. And so Sakura's taking things a little bit more seriously, not just looking at Sasuke going, oh my god, Sasuke do this, oh my god, Sasuke that. No, Sakura kind of got hurt to the core hearing Naruto pretty much talk down to her in a sense, that in that notion, But so as they continue with their plan, and the password is the Sharingan itself that Naruto has, Naruto goes off and goes for a piss. And as he goes for a piss, he's attacked by a sound ninja, to which Naruto easily mops up while he's taking the whiz. He mops him up, beats him down. And then for the first time, Naruto activates his Sharingan, and he puts a genjutsu on the sound ninja to explain everything that that he knows. And then Naruto kind of collapses on one knee, realizing that the strain right now for him to learn to do such jutsu, even though his body will accept it 100% and he's got so much chakra, it's the toll it takes, not the draining of the chakra, the toll it takes on his physical body of him overusing the Sharingan too fast at this present time, okay, because his body's slowly but surely adapting to it, to the point where it becomes fully his, like Sasuke and all the other Uchiha. So as Naruto is doing this, he finds out a lot of things, and especially finds out the person's plan and who the person that set up all the sound ninja. And as Naruto gets up, Naruto instantly rushes over to his Sasuke and Sakura, and then when he gets there, he sees Sasuke fighting a snake man. And Naruto goes, Sasuke! And Sasuke goes, Naruto! Naruto rushes over, he activates his Sharingan instantly. And as Naruto activates his Sharingan, that's when Orochimaru sees it, and it shocks him that Naruto and Uzumaki has the Sharingan. At first, Orochimaru thinks Naruto has his eyes transplanted, until he realizes one key component to the Uzumakis. They developed a special dojutsu. He knows upon this because he has Karin and he's trying to activate it with her, but it's not working. He has Uzumaki DNA, and all the DNA itself is not working. And the fact that he's witnessing one right now with the Uzumaki eyes, this shocks Orochimaru. He goes mouthwatery, he's like hungry for both of these powers. So Orochimaru instantly thinks about putting a curse mark on Naruto as well. Seeing if he will be craved or latched to the power. And so as the battle begins, Naruto and Sasuke begin to work in tandem with the Sharingan users, trying to evade and fight Orochimaru. Orochimaru summons a snake, to which it quickly eats Naruto, but without hesitating and wasting time, Naruto does multi-shadow clone jutsu, which destroys the snake. And as Naruto does that and rushes towards Orochimaru, Orochimaru has already bitten Sasuke's neck. And Naruto's like, Sasuke! He rushes over, goes to hit him with the kunai, but Orochimaru jumps away. And he back kicks Naruto and Sasuke away, sending them both flying from the trees. Naruto recovers, chucks a kunai with a line, a chakra line or thread on it, and he catches Sasuke and swings over and lands on the tree. And as Naruto does this, another snake appears and goes to attack Naruto again. And as Naruto sees this, he jumps away with Sasuke. Naruto's starting to feel a little bit more tired now, and as he's trying to rush with Sasuke away, the snake follows them. And so Naruto turns around, and as Naruto turns around, he pulls out his kunai. He goes, if we're gonna die, I'm gonna die here now. And as Naruto readies himself with protecting Sasuke, Sakura comes, deepening her resolve to be a part of the team, being an actual viable, strong team member, I guess. And so as the snake is about to attack, what ends up happening is the snake instantly poofs away, sends Sakura flying, and as Naruto hits a tree, Orochimaru reaches out and bites Naruto's neck. And as he bites Naruto's neck, Orochimaru's mouth instantly begins to burn, and he goes, ah! And starts to burn, and his body starts to completely burn. Orochimaru didn't realize that one of the protective barriers on Naruto's body is in the Uzumaki eyes itself, the sealing jutsu. Technically, Orochimaru is putting a sealing or curse mark sealing jutsu on Naruto, meaning that is not going to work unless it's a Uzumaki one, like the 8 tetragram seal like Naruto has. That's a super duper advanced seal. And so when Orochimaru starts to burn, he has to rip quickly out of his body and run away. That exposes him because his body starts to melt, burn, like there's a hot and faster sealing curses wrapping around his body. But Orochimaru is able to get out and flee for his life, and the curse mark on his neck instantly burns up completely, disappears immediately. And as Naruto does this, he falls to the ground, absolutely drained, holding himself like, he's like, Sakura, is Sasuke alright? And Sakura's like, yeah, he's alright, Naruto, are you alright? And Naruto goes, yeah. What the hell was that? That hurt so bad. And then what happens is the Nine Tails goes, that was the mark of Orochimaru, Naruto. Naruto's like, huh? And instantly enters the psyche plane. And when Sakura sees this, Naruto drops to the ground. The real life Naruto drops to the ground. So Sakura is protecting both Sasuke and Naruto. They're both knocked out. Naruto's he goes, why am I not waking up? Why am I in here? I thought I can just easily leave. And Nine Tails goes to Naruto, goes, technically yes, you're able to always leave freely. But the fact that you use so much chakra just to perform jutsus, you don't realize the fault of your power. Naruto's like, my fault? What are you even talking about? And he goes, simply put, Naruto, you're putting too much chakra in your eyes. This is why you're collapsing over the overuse. You need to moderate. I am watching everything, Naruto, and to tell you the truth, the eyes that you have does scare me. They do scare me, Naruto. Naruto's like, the demon fox is scared of the Sharingan. And then Naruto goes to Nine Tails, he goes, what's so special about the Sharingan? Why is it so effective, and why are you afraid of it? The Nine Tails simply explains, a long time ago, a great evil from the Uchiha, one of the most powerful of the Uchiha, laid claim to me, took me, and from his Sharingan, which made me subservient to humans. Naruto's like, huh? And the Nine Tails explains that it was because of Madara Uchiha that Hashirama Senju captured me and sealed me within his wife Mito Uzumaki, which in turn continued the cycle of Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. Naruto's like, whoa, the Nine Tails is talking third person of himself, how interesting. And so Naruto goes, well, why can't I leave then? Nine Tails goes, you haven't been listening, have you? The reason why you're stuck in here, in essence, Naruto, is your body, your physical body is pumping too much chakra into your dojutsu. So when you use like the Sharingan, you're draining yourself out way too instantly. And Naruto's like, why are you telling me this? And the Nine Tails goes, as much as I hate being your tail beast behind your cage, in a sense, Naruto, I hate Orochimaru. I hate that thing he tried to put on my neck. Oh, sorry. I hate that thing he tried to put on your neck. It's already crowded as it is in this place. Naruto goes, oh, okay, I get it. And as Naruto goes, he goes, there must be a way to get out. He closes his eyes, and as he closes his eyes and he focuses the chakra, all he hears is, Naruto! Sasuke! Naruto! And as Naruto wakes up, he wakes up to seeing Sasuke almost ripping the arms off the Cell Ninja that attacked him. And as Naruto sees Sasuke, he sees the curse mark all over his body. Naruto's like, what the hell? what happens is his dojutsu, the Uzumaki eyes, activate, but Naruto instantly stops them. He senses the evil when his eye activates the dojutsu itself. He sees the evil intent, the evil chakra within it, because it's a sealing jutsu, of course. And Naruto can see sealing jutsu's formulas and in his own way the descriptions upon that sealing jutsu. So as Naruto is observing it, he realizes this is a piece of Orochimaru's soul, a piece of that person's soul that the Nine Tails explained to me. And so as Sasuke easily demolishes the Sound Ninja, Naruto also comes into battle, and he begins to focus instead of pumping too much chakra into the Sharingan, moderate how much chakra he pumps in. And what happens is Naruto starts to do better. Naruto and Sasuke both take out the Sound Ninja, and they all easily make it to the end of the Forest of Death. Now Sakura still goes to Sasuke and tries to get him to at least finish or leave the tournament to get that curse mark checked out on his neck. But Sasuke, with his ego, pretty much shouts at her and tells her no. And so Sakura listens. Naruto notices and doesn't do nothing for now. He just wants to observe it with his own eyes, at least with his own dojutsu, to see the trend. He doesn't want to interfere yet. And so from there, they're all put into their categories on who they fight. Naruto is placed against Kiba, Sasuke placed against the Sound Ninja. Sakura herself is also placed against, Ino. And from there, the story continues as per the same, but only one exception is Naruto is much more stronger, and his dojutsu itself is really unique. So without hesitating, when Kiba goes to attack Naruto, even though he has to use his trump card, and that is the Sharingan, well, because his dojutsu only copies jutsus, he doesn't want to copy Kiba's man-beast transformation. He don't like, for his own style, he doesn't like it. Like how Haku, he didn't like Haku's ice style, and so he didn't copy it. So when it came straight down to the battle itself, yep, right away it's made very clear with Naruto's new abilities, he's able to easily curb stomp Kiba, to the point where Naruto begins to fight Kiba, pumping chakra slowly to the point where he's waiting for the right time. And when he catches Kiba, after Kiba does a fang over fang, first Kiba does a man beast transformation with him and Akamaru, and from there they go to attack Naruto. And as they go to attack him, sorry guys, I just swallowed something really bad, I don't know what. But anyway, apologies. As Kiba goes to attack Naruto, Naruto activates Sharingan and instantly catches both Kiba and Akamaru off guard, and Naruto focuses his chakra just enough to paste the right amount of genjutsu on Kiba without draining him out so early, and Naruto catches both Kiba and Akamaru. And what he does is he convinces Kiba that Akamaru is him, and convinces Akamaru that Kiba is Naruto, and they instantly begin to attack each other. And when everyone notices it was Guy, Kurenai, Asuma, and Kakashi that noticed Naruto's eyes. Neji also notices Naruto's eyes, which shocked him. He's like, the Sharingan, under his breath. And after Naruto made Kiba fight himself, Kiba breaks out of it by realizing the smell of him and Akamaru. And as he releases the jutsu, Naruto rushes him while Kiba and Akamaru are still recovering. Naruto hits Kiba right in the face, knocking him out completely, dropping Kiba, and Naruto wins. And from there, Sakura and Ino have their fight and they knock each other out. Sasuke beats the Sound Ninja, similar to Canon. At first he begins to beat Sasuke and absorbing his chakra, but then Sasuke owns him. And this is when it starts to slowly but surely become a concern for Naruto. He realizes when Sasuke activates that jutsu, it's out of cruelty and malice, evil intention, anger, hatred, similar to what happens to Naruto when he starts to feel the Nine Tails chakra. But because Naruto has a Sharingan, the Nine Tails are kind of scared upon Naruto using that against him, so he doesn't pump too much hatred into Naruto. So right at the back, after Sasuke's battle and everything like that, what happens is Neji and Hinata's. Now Naruto's quite interested to see Neji. He's really interested to see Neji fight. If Lee talked up Neji that way, and Naruto observed Lee's movements and he realized Lee's that strong, Naruto wants to understand how powerful Neji is. And so as Neji and Hinata begin to battle, Naruto still cheers for Hinata, you know. He still encourages her because it's the same Naruto, you know. And so what ends up happening is, right from the get-go, Neji doesn't like Naruto, slightly because of that. And what happens is Neji begins to beat down on Hinata. Hinata manages to catch Neji off guard, but he begins to fully beat up Hinata to the point when he activates his Byakugan, Naruto instantly, his dojutsu activates unintentionally this time. And as Naruto watches it, his dojutsu kind of programs itself to copy Neji's Byakugan, and Naruto does, and as he does that, he instantly blacks out. And as Kakashi goes, "Naruto, are you?" And when he looks at Naruto, he sees veins over his eyes, and he realizes that the veins over Naruto's eyes are the Byakugan veins. And now when Kakashi looks at it very clearly, he definitely has 100% what he just see. Naruto just copied Neji's dojutsu. And so now Naruto has the Byakugan and the Sharingan. And so Kakashi's kind of really impressed and excited, but really concerned, because Naruto is slowly but surely adapting to the Sharingan. Now that he has the Byakugan, he has to adapt between two individual dojutsus now. And so Kakashi's kind of worried for Naruto in that sense, and also worried about Sasuke. And so after the Chunin, after their fights and Gaara and Lee have that epic battle, Naruto manages to recover to watch Gaara and Lee's battle. Because Hinata still drops and everything like that, but Naruto kind of blacked out while Neji and Hinata fight, so he doesn't say his epic thing. But when he finds out what happened, Naruto still claims to Neji that he's gonna waste them, like in canon. So that all kind of slowly went down different, but still goes down the same. Now when it comes to Gaara and Lee's fight, it's just so amazing to Naruto. Naruto can't believe how really powerful Lee was and how easily he went against Sasuke. Like Naruto's watching it, he's like, wow, Gaara can barely do nothing at times, you know. His mother's sand defense is the reason why he's practically protected. But right at the back, Naruto observes, and he's quite astounded. And just like in canon, Gaara still breaks Lee's arm and legs, and Guy still saves him. And from there, the first part of the Chunin exams are done. Well, all that part of the Chunin exams are done. And now when it comes to the time skip, things absolutely change. Now, Kakashi tells the third Hokage that Naruto, Naruto and Sasuke, of course, are gonna continue through to the finals. But Kakashi explains to the third Hokage, that Naruto has not only mastered his dojutsu, but he's learned how to activate freely and use the Sharingan and pump the right amount of chakra. Now he's really starting to get it now. And not only that, Lord Third, but Naruto has now acquired the Byakugan, and this makes the third Hokage pretty much cough out his tea, because he was drinking his tea at the time, and it shocked him. And when he goes, Naruto has 2 dojutsus of the hidden leaf. Incredible. Did Naruto instinctively copy them? And Kakashi goes, he doesn't know, but he remembers Naruto watching the fight and getting angry. And then once Neji fully activated the Byakugan, Naruto instantly just blacked out. He saw the change and he blacked out immediately. And the third Hokage goes, Naruto has one more. He has the Byakugan and the Sharingan. How interesting. This is gonna make for a good twist. Wait till I tell Hiyashi that. And Kakashi goes, are you gonna tell Lord Hiyashi that Naruto has the Uzumaki eyes? I thought that. And then the third Hokage goes, Kakashi, one thing, everyone kinda suspecting that they saw that Naruto has the Sharingan, so it's quite obvious that they have an assumption anyway. And then Kakashi goes, well then I'm gonna train Naruto how to use the Sharingan and push him to activating the Byakugan. And again, what happens is the old man, the Lord Third, looks at Kakashi and smiles. Goes, good idea, very good idea. And he goes, another thing, Kakashi, Naruto's godfather's here, by the way, and he is willing to come see Naruto. So if you meet up with him and explain, I would like you to also take upon the Uchiha Sasuke to help him with the Sharingan as well. And then Kakashi explains his thing towards Sasuke when it comes to the curse seal, because Kakashi seals the curse seal. The third Hokage just tells Kakashi that things need to proceed as pace. And so what happens is, like in canon, Sasuke approaches Kakashi and asks him to train with him in canon when Kakashi's climbing that mountain. But Naruto also hits Kakashi and asks him to train. And so Kakashi begins to train Naruto and Sasuke in tandem for the month. But because Sasuke needs more of attention with Kakashi, Kakashi trains Naruto fully how to activate and deactivate the Sharingan, how to use the Genjutsu, how to fully utilize certain techniques without overflowing his chakra, and it works. Naruto is just, he gets it really easy, pretty similar to Sasuke, to the point where he can use it without blacking out now. He can use the Sharingan without blacking out now. The thing about Naruto now, he needs to learn how to activate the Byakugan. It takes him 2 weeks to learn how to learn Kakashi's jutsu with the Sharingan properly, to use and manifest it fully. And so the next 2 weeks, Kakashi sends Naruto to meet a certain person that will teach him the rest of the jutsu. Naruto's like, but Kakashi sensei, I want to train with you. But what ends up happening is Naruto is besieged upon by Jiraiya. Jiraiya instantly comes in for attack to see how Naruto is. Naruto sees this, he dodges it, he readies himself and is ready to attack Jiraiya. But Jiraiya uses the lion main jutsu and wraps Naruto up in his hair and holds him in place, and then puts spikes around it to hold Naruto and goes, "You're really good, kid, but obviously you're not good enough." And Kakashi goes, "Naruto, I'd like you to introduce you to your next teacher. This is Lord Jiraiya. He's one of the 3 legendary Sanins." Naruto's like, "Legendary Sanins?" And Jiraiya goes, "You betcha." And that's where I'm going to leave this one off, guys. I hope you like this. Please like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Leave the bell notification on so you guys can be the first to get my new content. And follow me on Instagram, to which I'll leave the link in the description below. But yeah, I hope you guys like this what if. I'm going to continue this. Again, another big shout out to Trey Valentine, bro. You're the man. I like the what if. It came perfectly when I was with my daughter in the hospital. It was really cool, you know. I got to think about it over the nights. Yeah. So, shot for that what up. And I will get back to you guys, as I stated, with the other what ifs. Now, just one more thing, just do a really quick explain now upon Naruto's dojutsu. Just a brief explaining now again. Naruto's 3 abilities are, he can copy up to 3 Genki Genkais or dojutsu abilities. He has the ability to see and understand how to analyze sealing jutsus, and he also has the ability to seal chakra. So if someone chucks a fire style or lightning style at him, Naruto can limitedly seal like their lightning style and direct it away, or tank the attack and absorb it into the seal that's on his hand, the Uzumaki seal on his hands. So yeah, that's part of Naruto's dojutsus. That's a brief explanatory, guys, and yeah, I hope you like this, okay guys. But as usual, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.